It's Pastor Kim coming to you with a word for your weekend. Sunday is not only the third Sunday after Pentecost, it's also the third Sunday in June, which means that many of us celebrate another special day, not a church holiday, but Father's Day. I sent my dad his last Father's Day card and gift in 1996, the year he died. This is the first year that my husband won't be sending anything to his own dad, who passed away last fall. You know, even though it's been 24 years since his death, I still miss my father and I think about him every day. His life shaped mine in very significant ways. He was a man of deep faith, a bit more pious and a bit less irreverent than his daughter, the pastor. He was kind and very caring. He never failed to go out of his way to help someone, and random acts of kindness, well, he was doing those long before they had a name. My dad never spoke ill of other people. In fact, when someone he knew did something wrong or something disappointed, Daddy would be the last person to believe it was true. My father always rooted for the underdog. He thought about people who might be alone or lonely on holidays, and nearly every year we had an extra person or two at our table after Dad picked them up and brought them to our home. When he observed people or things that were old or broken or in disrepair, he would always remind us of the intrinsic worth of that person or that thing. If he saw someone who was homeless or otherwise down on his luck, he would say, "Just think, he was once somebody's beloved little boy. I wonder what happened in his life." Or if he drove past an old abandoned house that had become ramshackle, he'd say, "Just think, that was once somebody's brand new home, and they were so excited to move into it. I wonder what happened to those people." Daddy always had a true interest in other people. There was a real curiosity about him, and he could talk to anyone about anything. And he loved to sing. When I was growing up and we would be on car trips, my dad would lead the songs, old folk songs that would often have a dozen verses, and he knew the words to every one. He was a wonderful father and grandfather, and I'm so sad that Paul and Sam never got to meet him. So I tell stories, I always have, that they might have even a little bit of understanding of how much their Grandpa Harold would have loved them. And my dad was a liver of the Golden Rule. You know, I'll never forget a story that my parents' pastor told me after my dad died. The pastor had come from upstate New York, and unbeknownst to me, Dad had sort of taken this young man under his wing. The pastor expressed appreciation to my dad for his kindness, to which he replied, "Well, my daughter is serving in Pennsylvania, and I hope that somebody there is treating her kindly. And I'm sure your folks in New York are hoping the same for you. So I will be that person." As I have every mid-June since 1997, I'll avoid walking down the greeting card aisle at Target. It still makes me sad to see reminders that my dad is no longer with us. But I know, without a doubt, that he is in the loving arms of his Heavenly Father. He lived this life as a disciple of Jesus, and I have no doubt that he continues to love and serve him. Happy Father's Day.